What's happening, y'all? So, today on Brother Tom's Misguided Adventures, yeah, I'm going to say some things that are going to probably piss some people off that can't handle it. Possibly piss off some people a whole group of people that can't handle the certain things that I'm about to say. Yeah. First off, so, yeah, I'm in DC. Uh, things I'm sure the news, depending on where you're at, I'm sure the news makes things to seem a lot worse than what they actually are. But with that being said, things are rough. Anytime that a group of people can go take over the Capitol and only four of them get killed, yeah, we got a problem. Now, I'm sure some of you, I'm sure some of you are saying, Brother Tom, you probably shouldn't be doing this video. Yeah, well, I'm going to do it. First off, fuck Trump. We've been saying this shit for years. We've been saying it for a solid 4 years now. See, real recognize real. And when you ain't real, we recognize it. Why do we recognize it? Because we've been going through this shit so long. So many people on the news say, well, this isn't what America really is. Yeah, it really is what America really is. This is what America is. The only difference is it's televised now. It's televised now, and it took an idiot to bring it out of us. Yeah. Yep. Now I'm going to say something that a lot of people are thinking but won't say. Had it been Black Lives Matter gone and did some shit like that, it'd be a lot of dead niggas out there. And that's just the reality of it. But instead, we had a bunch of cops taking selfies with these so-called protesters. They ain't protesting, they havoc causers, they're terrorists, man. All because of one idiot that claims that he won an election that he didn't win. He didn't win. Biden is your daddy. He didn't win. He ain't win. And it's kind of like the Confederate flag to me. And I don't understand why y'all don't get it. You know, it's one thing to fly the flag. I ain't got no problem with that. Fly the flag. So be it. Maybe your ancestors were in the Civil War, whatever. That's fine. Fly the flag. But to say that the South will rise again is kind of like saying a dead man's penis is going to work on Viagra. It ain't happening. And now, with that being said, those Trump flags, I consider those another form of the Confederate flag. Another lost battle, and a whole bunch of white folk flying that shit like it means something. You lost. Get over it. Let the next man in. Enough is enough. And the funny thing is, the man knows that y'all are stupid. He knows that. And he picks on that. And he exploits that. And he knows that if he says jump off a bridge, y'all are going to be dumb enough to jump off the motherfucker with him. And the funny thing is, he won't jump. He'll watch y'all jump and be fine with it. Because he knows y'all are stupid. Now, it's not that y'all are intentionally stupid. And I'm not talking about all of my subscribers. I'm not even talking about a quarter of them. I'm not even talking about a fraction of them. Not even hardly. I'm talking about those hardcore Trump supporter idiots that, I mean, so many things wrong with the world, but y'all ain't got to contribute to the things that's wrong with the world. I have so many things to say about this, but there's no way that I'm going to be able to say everything I have to say with my phone being like it is. But let's face it, y'all lost. It's time to let the next man in. You lost. It is what it is. You lost. Now, this ain't just like a nomadic channel, in case you didn't know. I work on cars on this channel. I do a little bit of everything. It's just that I just happen to be nomadic. It's not this channel ain't a nomad channel. I just happen to be a nomad. So with that being said, I talk about a little bit of everything on this channel. Now I don't believe in holding my tongue. I never have. So I'm going to say what I want to say because I don't monetize. And that's the reason that I don't monetize, is because if I did, I wouldn't be able to say the things that I want to say. But it's time to let it go, man. Y'all lost. You lost. You lost fair and square. Be happy with that. Some of y'all can't stand, this is another thing I'm going to say. A lot of white folk can't stand the idea of there being a black female president. Because if this dude croaks, then the next president's going to be black and she's going to be female. So there's that too. But man, y'all got to get over this, man. This is just ridiculous. This don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. With that being said, I'm okay. Everybody's okay in the area. The news makes things out to seem a lot worse than what they actually are. DC is more than just the Capitol, the White House, and the monument. I try to show y'all that in my videos from time to time. DC is more than just the Lincoln Memorial and Uptown. DC is the hood. DC is the suburbs. DC is parts of Maryland and Virginia. DC is more than just what you see on TV. So if they want to ride uptown, if they want to ride in that little quarter-mile section between the monument and the Capitol and the White House, have at it. Because they're tearing up their own shit. But the minute they set foot outside of that, it's going to get real dark outside. And I ain't talking about the light. I don't think anybody's got the balls to go that far. But it's just like when we ride, or when they say we ride, which is most of the time caused by people from out of town, and they won't let us go uptown to tear up their shit. Well, now we're not letting you come downtown to tear up our shit. So you go ahead, tear up the monument, the Capitol, and the White House, because that's all you see on TV anyway. Go ahead and do that. Because you're tearing up your own shit. All over an idiot that didn't win shit about shit and ain't about shit and ain't gonna be about shit. It's kind of aggravating. Especially the fact that y'all come in from out of town and then got the nerve to tear up some shit in a place that ain't your own. Why don't you go home and do that shit? Why you gotta come here and do that shit? We got enough traffic problems. We don't need y'all's extra dumbasses here protesting over some shit that ain't even legitimate. Man. Anyway, Let me tell you what's really going on, from what I can tell. So, yesterday, protesters of the Trump election, they went berserk and started doing crazy shit and decided that they were going to take it to the Capitol based off of what Trump told them to do. And they broke into the Capitol and disrupted a bunch of everything, and the end result was we had a curfew and there's a bunch of stuff. All because of... it amazes me. There's so many things, some things that I can't say, even though I can say. But it amazes me that people are stupid enough to believe, when there is no evidence, that this dude won something that he didn't win. He didn't win. He's not going to win. He never has won. He's not going to win. He's not. All right, I guess I'm rambled on about that enough. Anyway, things are calm here. There's nothing going on here. Brother Tom is okay, along with everybody else outside of the Capitol Monument area. We're all right. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video specifically on DC. Not just the Capitol and the monument and all of that they show you on TV, because that's all they show you on TV. That's all they show you. You listen to the news and they'll tell you DC is gone berserk. But the Capitol and the monument and the White House is literally just about maybe a half mile, all in the same row. That's not DC. That's uptown. You know what I mean? It's a part of DC, but that's not the real DC. That's what they want you to see on TV. There's a major difference. A major difference. That's what they want you to see. So I'm going to show you what they don't want you to see. Why? Because that's the kind of shit I do. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show y'all what they don't want you to see. I'm going to show y'all the real DC. The DC outside the Capitol, the monument, and the White House. Because ain't nothing going on over there. Because them crazy people, I have choice words, but them crazy people, they ain't stupid enough to go over there into the real DC and cause havoc anywhere. They're not. It's not going to happen. It's out. We don't use cops. And the cops that we do use are from the hood, or they're from the area. Even if you're uptown here. Even if you're uptown. I even give them uptown white folk, they ain't going for that shit. They ain't going for it. I guarantee it. So, with that being said, everything's going to be all right. It's just another thing. They'll come and they'll go. It's just unfortunate that there's so many people that have been fooled into believing something that's just not realistic. It's just not. I think that's the most hurtful part. But as far as the craziness that's going on, doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me one bit. Doesn't surprise me one bit. Not one bit. Anyway, that about sums it up. I will talk to y'all later. And yeah. If you ain't told somebody you love them today, make sure you tell them you love them. Very important thing to do. Sometimes that's all people need, is a little bit of love instead of separation. I think a lot of this shit is caused by hatred. I think if we was to love each other more, then maybe we wouldn't have some of the problems that we have. But that's just my thoughts on it. That's just my thinking on it. I think if we didn't care who was the next president, or who's Democrat, or who's Republican, or whatever, and we put all that aside for a second and just took time to give a fuck about one another instead of listening to some higher up telling us this is what should be done and this is how we should give a fuck about, fuck all of that. I think if we was to take the time to actually give a fuck just for a second about somebody who maybe isn't quite like us, or maybe it's a different color than us, or maybe it's a different religion than us, or maybe it's from a different place than us. If we were just to take that moment, I believe that we could probably get a lot further in life than we are going to get listening to some dumbass who is whining about getting evicted from a goddamn house. People trip me out, man. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Thanks to the woman who sent me the hat. Bye.